Life of an FSO.
Welcome back to Life of a FSO. I wanted to hop on here real quick and kind of catch y'all up with my progress with this employ program. So the sailors that's out there that's on LIMDU can get into this program. Essentially, you'll talk to your doctor. Your doctor has to refer you into this program through your LIMDU coordinator at your medical facility that you are getting treatment at. So for me, I did all my treatment at Naval Medical Center Portsmouth, and I have a neurologist that referred me to this program. So from there, it goes to another group of doctors with this recommendation that you fit this program. This program, for me, for my condition, I can't deploy due to the therapy that I do, the infusion therapy that I talked about a couple of episodes ago, the Ocrevus for multiple sclerosis. So I can't go on a ship. I would essentially be a liability. Like if something happened and we're in the middle of the ocean and I'm getting my infusion, you kind of got to fly me back, and anything can happen. So that keeps me off a ship for right now, right? Because I'm going through this treatment. And essentially, the program keeps you in the Navy. It allows you to continue to serve, but you have restrictions according to whatever your restrictions are as medical deems necessary. So my neurologist put my recommendation in, and then it goes to another board of medical professionals, and then from there, it gets sent to PERS. So with PERS takes it, and then they send it to your commanding officer for a command evaluation. So it's a executive evaluation from your commanding officer. So it's like they have a say in it as well. Like, can you do this? Can you do that? It's kind of like a yes or no type thing. It's not really you got to go deep into what's going on with you. It's pretty much just asking, can you still perform your job? Essentially, while having a condition or whatever it is for you, right? The caveat to this is you have to be on LIMDU. You can't be in a med board process, because the med board process is something totally different. So for you sailors out there that want to continue to serve, or if you encounter some type of disability or a condition similar to multiple sclerosis, you could still continue to serve. You don't have to med board out. You don't have to medically retire. Essentially, you can continue to serve, and it's totally up to you. It's just another program that keeps our sailors in the Navy and still contributing to the mission. So again, after the command recommendation from your commanding officer, it goes back to PERS. And then from there, they make a final determination, right? So it happens kind of fast. Once your medical professional, recommends you for the program, it kind of goes quick. So you kind of got to stay on top of it. And after you get it back, you get like since you're LIMDU, you have to be sent back to full duty. There's a document that you have to sign that will have your restrictions. Like for me, my restrictions are, I have to be stationed somewhere where I can still continue to get MRIs done. I can still do my infusion therapy. I need a ophthalmologist, wherever I'm stationed. So right now I'm stationed at Yorktown. So the closest medical facility for me will be Portsmouth Naval Hospital. So they have all of that. So it kind of restricts me to an area that I could serve in. So it wouldn't be, I guess I wouldn't be able to go get stationed overseas for certain countries because they might not have the medical professional to continue my treatment plan that's recommended by my neurologist. So it kind of keeps me in that fleet concentration area. So it looks like I'll probably be able to be stationed like in Norfolk or San Diego or something like that. I couldn't go like maybe to Guam because that's an island and they might not have a medical hospital. Don't quote me on that, but it's just something that makes sense to me. Like it keeps me in a fleet concentration area with a naval hospital, right? So this program, a lot of people don't know about it. There's not a guidance on it. It's really just a fact sheet on my Navy HR. And reluctantly, I have a friend that's in the program that kind of gave me like the ins and outs. But again, it's different for each person. But you really have to advocate for yourself, right? So if you're trying to stay in the Navy and you're trying to retire and you have like certain things, you need to advocate for yourself if you're trying to get into this program, because no one's going to do it for you. Long story short, I had to advocate for myself. My doctor wasn't, how should I say this? There's no better way to say it. Like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, right? My record for LIMDU was not updated. Now, my medical record was updated, but my record for the LIMDU coordinator to push this off to the next group of folks that was going to, recommend me for this program, it was nothing in there. So I would constantly talk to my doctor like, hey, can you update this? Months and months go by. And what happened was I got extended for LIMDU. So for most people, LIMDU is like 2 sessions of 6 months. So it's like essentially a year. And then they reevaluate you to see if you can go full duty or not. With this multiple sclerosis, it doesn't just go away. It's not like a cold. It's kind of with me, So extending me didn't make sense. So I'm advocating for myself at this point. Like I'm talking to people. I've checked out completely from the hospital. I'm at Yorktown at this point. And they're like, yeah, we'll just extend you and then he'll update your record. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like I've been seeing this doctor since like June, and now at the time it's like March. So it doesn't make sense. April. It was April when I actually started pushing, like, hey, this needs to get done. This needs to get put in so I can go into this program that has no specific guidance. So the LIMDU coordinator ends up calling me because I put an ICE complaint in, right? And I think it was like probably like 3 or 4 hours later, boom, I get a phone call, pretty much stating, hey, we see you put an ICE complaint in. What's going on? Like the same thing I've been calling you guys, emailing you guys, showing up at the office about. That's what's going on. Like you're not doing your job. And I'm not going to put his name out there, but I mean, if you know, like I feel like if you're in the military, they pay you to do a job, right? So they pay me to be a food service officer. They pay you to be a doctor, a physician, whatever your pay grade is. Just so happens yours is a captain. So you really have my career in your hands, right? You have my career in the palm of your hands. And it's literally just a comment and recommendation I'm asking for. I'm not asking you to, grease somebody's palms and make sure this gets approved. Like, no, literally the same comments that's in my medical record on Genesis. You can just put that right into the LIMDU comments, and then it goes away. It goes to the next person. Like, I don't understand why you were just holding on to this, but whatever. Especially when you told me about the program, like, hey, yeah, I think you'll be a good candidate. Well, do your job. You know what I mean? Many times with leadership, we ask our sailors to do our jobs, but as leaders, If you got some rank on you, you really need to be doing your job, because if that's happening to me, I'm 100% certain that this is happening to other sailors, other people, because you're too busy, or you feel like, well, the Navy pays you to do this job, this specialty specifically. I don't care that, it might sound like selfish, but I don't care that you're busy, because at the end of the day, my career is in your hands. And if you don't do your job, that's negligence. So yeah, the ICE complaint went down, and like I said, the LIMDU coordinator called me, and she was just telling me like, they're busy and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but from the time frame of, let's say, December, because I got back June of last year, we'll give it December to at least March, because that's when I got diagnosed. Comments could have got put in. You made a diagnosis that I have this condition, so much that it only took you 5 minutes to really just update my record. So again, advocate for you, but you're really advocating for everyone, because you don't allow a standard to get dropped because you're busy. Like, I'm busy too. Everyone's busy, but you make time. If you sit down and have a appointment with someone, at that moment, you could be just making notes, and, at the end of your shift or day or whatever happens, just update your records. Like, that's records management. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just going to leave this sticky note out with all this information. No, you're going to put it into a system, and then you're probably going to discard that sticky note. Like, hey, update the system, and then boom, that's like a checkpoint. It just didn't make sense to me. So either way, it got put in, and I got approved, and I just have to continue to get reevaluated. So for me, my next infusion is in June, and I got some more tests that I continuously got to take and do, but ultimately I can stay in the Navy, and that's kind of like what makes me a little happy, because I feel like I have so much that I need to do. So much that I can train, so much that I can continue to serve, even though I do have this condition, every day, until, I feel like it's not enough, or excuse me, I feel like that it's, I'm done. Like, like, my health is like, if it gets worse, I don't think it'll get worse. I'm staying positive, because, that's what it is. But this is one step in the right direction. Getting this employee program together was, that's one step that I don't have to stress about anymore. Just continue to do the things that with my therapy, and it should be a whole lot better. But again, I'm gonna leave the link to the employee package review, or it's not even a package review. It's really like a fact sheet, because again, there's no real guidance on this. So you really got to kind of do your homework, and just, again, if you qualify for this program, your physician should be able to refer you for it, and if you're in the LIMDU status. And if it works for you, it works for you. Again, signing out. Thank you again. Check out later.